是刘昭汉 Russell Low， 他是这个社会正义教育基金会的负责人 Education for Social Justice Foundation。他的父辈是当时二次世界大战的时候飞虎队第14飞行队的后裔。我们请刘少汉 Russell Low say your words. Please speak English.
Thank you, Betty. My stepfather was in 1942 with the United States Air Force. And as you know the history of the Flying Tigers, they started fighting the Japanese in 1941, before Pearl Harbor. So at that time, the Flying Tigers were not officially part of the U.S. Armed Forces. They were under General Chiang Kai-shek. And when they first landed, when they arrived in Kunming, they got the word that Japanese bombers were coming again to Chongqing and Chengdu. And as you know, until 1941, the Japanese bombed Chengdu and Chongqing every day. They bombed everything: schools, hospitals, churches, homes, businesses. They didn't care. These were innocent civilians, not soldiers. That was going on in Chengdu and Chongqing, I don't know, maybe 3 years. And then Flying Tigers, they went up. This was the Panda division of the Flying Tigers. I think only 6 planes. They shot down 9 of the 10 Japanese bombers. Japanese were totally surprised. And then the next day, they got the alarm, Japanese bombers coming again, more, 20, 30, plus fighter aircraft. Flying Tiger also go up. They shot down almost half of them. And after that, that's a very short time, maybe 10 days, the Japanese stopped bombing Chongqing and Chengdu. They stopped sending the planes. No soldiers, no Japanese soldiers in that area, you know that. So my stepfather, he's born here in Oakland, California. So he's Toisanian. And he was drafted 1942, and he joined the U.S. Army, and he volunteered with 3,000 Chinese American U.S. soldiers to go to China. A total of 13,000 Chinese Americans were in the United States Army. 13,000. 3,000 went to China. They went to Kunming. Okay, this is where the Flying Tigers were. And the Chinese American U.S. soldiers provided all the ground support, supplies. They repaired the airplanes. They were not pilots. They did not fly the airplanes. So my stepfather, when he was in Kunming, he said the Japanese never came. Only one alert. They never came. So he stayed in Kunming until 1945, the end of the war. And that's where he met his wife. So that's the short story. So maybe later on, if you have questions, you can talk to me. Thank you very much.